Alright. I would like to meet the Sultana. Whew. In a city built by Lalafels, everything is so big.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Hello.
Pray, come in.
Yeah, I'm gonna
and take
turn
your
off
ease.
the chat while we do this to avoid any spoilers. And so right now, guys, the chat is off. You can chat as much as you like, but I haven't seen anything. So I'm gonna say you're allowed to spoil things in chat right now. Because I won't watch it. Just for the
And what
cinematic
of the
though.
city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
You lot barely did anything.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of her grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. 'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
He's so angry. Why are you kneeling down, dude?
Very well.
He's not that short.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
Why is he going? I don't like that. Feels like we're being split up.
You wished a word, Yu Hase?
The fucking Lalafell is evil. That has to be the... Just look at his face. Oh, now I'm worried.
You may go. Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
Yeah. I like Rauban. Of course I will help him.
I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Why are we focusing on this a lot? He.
Your Grace!
The assistant is not...
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
How am I... Do you think I'm stupid?
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance.
Did not even pour the wine.
I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Is he really dead? Oh shit.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
Fucking evil Lalafell.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
That is very odd.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
That
We've
feels
had no
odd.
such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Yeah, they will know something is up. He is separating us. Where am I? Oh, Thancred's out flirting. Oh, she's cute. I like the flowers in her ears.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
What?
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
So I've been captured. These guardians have been taken away. Alphino has been captured. Thancred has most likely been captured. Rauban is aware something is off.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army, and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait. Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu ul Namo, and as suspected accessories to the crime, all members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
Ilbert? No!
This is madness!
He's so nice!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
Oh. The vial we found.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead.
Oh, Roban. I'm so sorry.
Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
She's also corrupted yet.
This cannot be. Nanamo. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
He is disgusting. I hate him.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say her grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Yes! Good! Good! Very good! Fuck that guy! Alright, Rauban. We're gonna need to calm down now.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members.
And you can take him too. It's fine. It's fine.
You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
Just kill him.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Yes. Oh, come on!
Oh, Raban!
7 hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Why is Ilbert evil?
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die!
thank you.
I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
But where is Alpha now?
Ah, there you are.
Oh, hey, Thancred.
Thancred! Where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
Yeah, that's true.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Yes.
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
It would be so therapeutic, though.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papashan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Nanamo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
So we have to see her body again. I hated that the Braves who were supposed to be on our side are helping them. Guys, we just need to go. Ida? No. I know you want to pummel. I know.
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
was her.
Now look what you've done.
She likes that mask, you
Ida,
asshole.
are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
Oh no.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
Wait, is this like a limit break? Oh, please make them be okay. I like those two.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Oh no. They're coming.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
Come on, I'm gonna have no friends left after this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
Everything is just falling apart.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance? Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Minfilia.
Hydaelyn, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me.
What?
Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. "'Tis the only way.
Alfino?
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others?
They're all gone.
Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Who is this? This is such a mess. Hey! I know him.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
We might want to take that ride though. Yeah.
Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
So we've, in a way, come full circle. We are back on the carriage with the peculiar peddler, but now only half of the twins and a very odd lullaby. Oh, this is bad. How did he escape?
I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Uldar, and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
How did he know?
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
He was so careful, though.
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames.
Hello, Pippin.
I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end...
Alfie, honey...
'Twas I who needed saving.
Oh. Oh, no. Yes. I'm gonna turn on the chat now. Hello. Who? Hello, people. Hello, lot of new people. Nice to meet you. Oh. Anyway, nice to see you all. Some people have joined in since I started watching the cinematic. I turned off the chat during it for to avoid any spoilers. And now I have bunch of smiles and lips. Hey, Malefax, thank you. I won't look back. I promise. I saw like a lot of smiles and silliness, so I am not looking back. I told the chat when Alden is Rauban. So this is Rauban's boy. I hope he can save his dad. I told the chat at the start of the cinematic that I was turning off the chat for this. So I told them it was okay to do spoilers during that. So I know now. I won't scroll up. I promise I won't look. I'm really glad. I hope you guys had fun watching me just be severely traumatized. Oh my god. I have lost everyone. They took Rauban's arm off. It's just, oh my god. Them soldiers keep searching for a while yet. I reckon we'll take the carrier back towards Ul'dah and get the lay of the land, maybe provide a distraction if needed. You three wait here. Help be along shortly. Stay strong, friend. The real fight's to come. Oh, Alfino, you look so sad. Alright, let's go. I don't hate you for making me dress up. That was so fitting. Though, you little shits. But it was really cool because it was so fitting for, well, everything that's happening. Gosh. No, it's very fitting. I'm standing here in heels and fancy dress because I was going to a party. Oh, baby. How could I have been so blind? Oh. Let me just give you a hug. There. How about you, Pippin? The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. Yeah, your dad is missing an arm. You might want to just get going and deal with that. Master Alfino, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Melicity are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Tarupi, but Alfino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Sid! What are you doing here? Oh, Sid, I'm so glad to see you. Pulling out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant but an angel in peddling clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? Well, to be fair, that peddler and his two brothers, they all have been, like, in commerce with the Scions for a long time. Thank you, Brother Bear. I will need a good dry cleaner after walking through that sewer. I hate the Enterprise but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We don't have one. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monetarist and the Crystal Braves. Coertha, Iskald will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah to the Monetarist and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and her allies, no matter what the Monitarists claim. Marshal Tarupi, I know not what to say. Now that father would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alfino. Your airship awaits. everything was so, like, we had everything so well sorted. We had the Crystal Braves, we had our headquarters. Oh. What about, like, Tataru and Ephemia? Up, there's no rest for the righteous. Let's join the Empire. Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, that would have been one way to escape. Oh. Back to the icy lands of Ysgard. Yeah, I mean, I know she was, like, off doing some things. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Orkenfant. Mayhap he will know what to do. This day we show up on his steps as refugees. And yet again, I am here with Alphino, with him not wearing any suitable clothing. Okay. Well, we don't exactly have the chance to change clothing either, so at least I am in dress that covers me reasonably. What a mess. What an absolute disaster. Master Alphino told me your tale, Majesty. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. It would best if I explain in full. Yes, please. Before the dawn. For your information, the following Arelmary born creditor holds the Guinness World Record for the longest cutscenes. I wouldn't sit through it. Yeah. I will definitely skip through that one. How long is it?
There
Does
has been
anybody
word
know?
from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper.
What?
The Temple Knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard.
Okay.
As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor.
That's
Agents
true.
of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions.
Companions?
'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Is it companions as in multiple companions? The intercessor awaits, Majesty. Pray do not keep your companions in suspense. I am certain their heart will soar at the sight of you. Alfie! Who managed to escape? And what of those who did not? Come on, we have to go, Jack! Yeah, the survivors were at the end of 2.0. I remember seeing them there. Greetings, madam. Shall I show you inside? Yes. Upon proceeding into the accessory, several cutscenes will play in a sequence. Yes. Wait. Yes. Tataru! Alphados, Melicity, it's really you. Oh no, don't cry. I'm so happy that you're... Is it just the three of us? I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. And the Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamine told me to run, and so I did. I ran and I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Yugiri? Oh yeah, that's Yugiri. At least some clothes. Ah yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we travelled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When we told him what happened, he used his magic to weave a glamour around the waking sand. From the outside, our old headquarters now looked like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently Urianger started making preparation after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, so we waited there at the waking sand, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other science even as we speak, but we have met with no success yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know the Rising Stone did not share the Waking Sand's good fortune. Only the Crystal Braves await you there. But thus, as it may, we have yet to cause a hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. Oh, this was the race reveal for Aura. Yeah, that makes sense. You may have been forsaken by men and women believe true, but rest assured that people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debt and shall continue our effort to locate the other and see the science restored to the rightful place of honor. Thank you. Can't believe it's just the three of us.
It is all my doing.
Oh no, it's not. Baby.
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve?
Yeah.
Did I
let's
believe
just
that
tell
I
him
could rid the
that.
realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
Oh, warm drinks.
So, Master Alphino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the
Voice
air
actors are
again
about
with
to
your
change
customary
completely,
wit.
yeah. Yeah, that's what happens at the start of Heaven's Ward.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity.
That's my boy.
Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
That's such a sad ending, though.